About Prales Loop, by the way. Can you plow it, please? I've never been calling about Endicott every day, but
Prales Loop today
Leicester.
is very, very bad.
thank you.
Who's High Street?
I
Did
know.
you plow 300 Washington driveway?
125.
All right, we're live here, guys.
Plowed
We're
it
getting
in.
nowadays.
Good evening. Welcome to the City of Highwood regular City Council meeting. It's Tuesday, February, 3rd, 2015. It's roughly 8 o'clock in the evening. Roll call, please.
Alderman Grice,
Here.
Wahlberg,
Here.
Fetterman.
Here.
Fiore.
Here.
Levy. Lenari. Peterson. Slavin.
Here.
All right, everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh my God, I saw all the movies this year except Big Eyes. American Sniper. They always like it.
All right, in pre-session, we went through the City Council minutes for January 20th. If I get a motion to approve the City Council minutes,
I'll make
please.
that motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. 3-2 is the Committee of the Whole minutes for January 20th. If
Make
I can
that
get a
motion.
motion to approve those, please.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Appointments, we have none this evening. We do have the warrant list dated 2/3/15. We did have a few questions. All were resolved in pre-session. If I get a motion to pay the bills, please.
I'll make that motion, or I'll second.
Alderman Fiore was the motion. Wahlberg second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Fiore.
Yes.
Fetterman.
Yes.
Wahlberg.
Yes.
Grice.
Yes.
Slavin.
Yes.
Passes.
That was short. I'm waiting for more names. Then, okay. Input from the public for items not on the agenda. Gentlemen, would you like to speak anything on the agenda? Nope. Okay. A mayor's report. I have no report right now. I know we had a huge snowstorm a couple nights ago. I know we fell a little short in some areas. That is being addressed by the city manager and the department heads. I do apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused. Not to make excuses, but it was the 5th largest snow on record here, so we were getting tested not only by water main 2 weeks ago, but now a huge snowstorm a couple weeks later. Scott, I don't know if I can keep up this pace. My heart's not going to make it more years like this with you here. Jeepers.
It's really my fault,
Exactly.
so I'm ready to get yelled.
So we will do our best to prepare for the next snowstorm in the next few weeks or next year, however far it may be. We will learn, and we do learn from our mistakes. So, committee reports. I know we had a finance committee meeting yesterday.
Yesterday.
Any
correct.
reports? You want to wait till the next meeting?
I think we went over the budget in general. I think, Scott, you're making some good progress on putting that together and getting a 3-year outlook put together, but I'll let you comment, I guess.
Yeah, we have a draft together, and we're working on balancing that draft. Right now, we have about a $350,000 gap that we're working on. Really, everything's on the table, looking to cut costs in a lot of different areas, looking to consolidate, looking at staff restructurings. Really, everything's out there. So anyone wants to join, feel free, but I think they're good, productive meetings.
Yeah, I think Scott's come to the table with some options, and Mike and I have been able to share, I think, some of our thoughts as it relates to that. We got some steps to go forward. When do we formally, again, put the budget forward or approve it? April timeframe?
Yeah, we'd like to have it in the April timeframe to pass it before the new fiscal year comes in.
Okay. Thank you, guys. No treasurer's report, no clerk's report. New business. 12.1, it's consideration of a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with M.E. Simpson to complete a water distribution system valve assessment in an amount not to exceed $17,245. Thanks to our water main break a few weeks ago, we realized a lot of the valves in the city are not working. This is authorization for the city manager to hire a firm to basically test all the valves in town, find out where they are, and put GPS to them so we know where they're at as well. This is not to fix any valves per se, this is just to know where they're at, to be prepared, And then, once we have a report, Mike, which I think we're getting back on this, it'll let us know in priority which valves we need to address in order.
So it'll locate everything and give us a comprehensive understanding of the good, bad.
They're testing them, they're testing every valve.
condition in each one.
Can I make a motion so we can discuss?
Yes.
I'll make that motion.
Well, we gotta waive it, don't we?
It's a resolution.
No, you're okay, it's not an
Resolution,
ordinance.
you're good.
All right.
You need a second on the motion.
I'll second it. If you already will.
One question we did have, Council Hall, when you were still
Traveling?
your way up here.
Traveling?
I believe we did a resolution where we can pull this into
Thank
the
you.
bond, the IEPA bond or the other bond that we're doing construction on for the water, because this would be,
Where we pay back ourselves,
fall-
or,
When did we do that? It's an inducement resolution. Did we-
Inducement resolution.
Did we do one for that?
I
this
believe we
bond?
did, and
I
if not,
don't
should we
recall that
table this
offhand.
until the next meeting to make sure?
Yeah, we should look at that.
yes.
We could do that. We also are prepared to pay for it with this year's budget.
Let's,
water fund.
yeah,
It's just another alternative.
350,000 short, let's see if we can close that a little bit by doing this, how's that?
Well, that's the
That's the general fund.
But
Yeah,
still,
yes.
one relates to the other.
The water was, the water
About
was,
the water, this is, yeah, it comes
Yeah,
out of
it's
the
a
water
water.
fund.
This is
Is there any Enterprise problem fund. with the delay of, approving this?
Well, there's a couple things. Well, first off, we'd like to get it just done as soon as possible. The second part is it relates a little bit to the capital projects. And if we know that certain valves aren't working on the streets that we're constructing this coming year, we know that we can replace those with it, but we can also take out valves that we know are working. So if there are working valves right now, we're assuming all valves on Highwood and North Avenue are going to need to be replaced. There would be a cost savings by not having those in the project if they are able to, if they do work. So.
And this weather won't cause a setback?
is there
It
any
said that there's no
timeframe if we do
problem
if we
with the
do
tracking
this?
devices, so the snow doesn't prohibit them from finding those.
So if we do not have an ordinance in place to pay ourselves back, is the timeframe off where if we approve this first, we can't compensate the water fund back?
You'd need to have
That in
Inducement
place first.
resolution.
resolution, resolution in place first.
And you're saying that 2 weeks, considering that you have the snow, you have a lot on your hands.
We've got a lot to do. We are going to go for approval of the capital projects list at the next meeting though also. So it just, we would lose out on that chance for advertising. But you could really do it one way or another. We do have the
Well, so
ability to
Adrian can
do
go
it
downstairs and see if you
rather
can
than-
find the inducement resolution during the.
Do you have it online there, by chance? Or the ordinances on the computer? No? I can look out for it too, hold on.
Would be on the site.
See how
It'd be in our emails.
doing 2 weeks to really throw it off?
Well, that's what he's saying.
I don't really hope so.
I could have sworn, because I remember asking specifically to do an inducement resolution for this.
I do too.
Could have been a meeting I didn't attend. Could have been Howie.
You got 350,000?
It's 200.
No, it was back in what's her name did it? Yeah, Kelly did it.
Kelly.
Thank you. I don't either.
But it is not the general fund, it's the water fund.
Yeah.
Right, different source. That's not where his deficit is coming in.
The deficit is the general
General
fund.
fund.
Well,
And
we were over,
the water fund is an enterprise fund, which neither thing relates. I think we could
tell
do
what-
it this year without the loan or the borrowing, but if the council would be more comfortable doing it that way.
I would prefer to wait 2 weeks. Let's find that inducement resolution.
sorry.
Motion, can we have
Well,
motion to
can we
table?
make would be able to make a motion to approve based on an inducement resolution? We have one?
Condition upon, you can
Yeah,
do that.
that way if we do find it, then you're
do
ahead
that.
of the game. If not,
You're
we know
right.
we
You're no
should
better
have one
off.
on the next agenda.
Excellent job.
So add that condition to the motion to approve, condition
Made the
upon.
motion?
An inducement
I did.
resolution
I'll
being in
make that
existence.
motion to add the condition to approve upon finding that we have a inducement resolution.
And I'll approve the amendment, amended version.
Thank you, sirs.
Okay, wait a minute, so
Yeah.
you're only going to approve it if you have
If we
that?
have the
If we have the
inducement.
It's a
inducement.
condition of the approval.
Otherwise, it has to come back here in 2 weeks and for
Otherwise,
approval again
okay.
with the inducement resolution.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Why keep on-
Motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Fallberg,
Yes.
Fetterman,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Fiore,
Yes.
Slavin.
This is with the
Condition
Yes,
attached.
approved.
12.2, we are going to table that. Do we need to make a motion to table?
Which one is that?
That's 107 Burtis.
Should be a motion to table.
I'll make that motion to table.
Second?
Hold on. Okay. Are you okay with not being in that motion, I believe?
I'm not.
I don't believe so. I think Alderman Fallberg,
Beat me to it, that's fine.
I think
Oh,
you got.
I'll rescind my motion if you
I'll
want to be
rescind
the.
too.
I have no problem.
Let's have Alderman Fetterman be the motion then, please.
Oh, second.
It's his neighbor.
There you go. Now Mike said, we just got kicked out.
It's fine by me.
All right, so who wants
I've
to
been
be the
kicked out of
second?
first places.
Alderman Fiore second.
Yep, Fiore right next to him.
Sorry, Matt.
Okay.
Any well, no discussions, tabled. Roll call, please.
Alderman Fetterman,
Yes.
Fiore,
Yes. I didn't know we had a.
Slavin,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Fallberg.
Yes.
Great. 12.3, this is a consideration of an ordinance granting special use permit to 246 Green Bay Road. Let's get a motion to approve, then we'll go through a little bit of talking, because we didn't have any talking on this yet.
I'll make that motion.
We have a
I'll
motion
second.
by Alderman Fetterman, second by Alderman Fallberg. So 246, the old Bertucci's, correct?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the zoning meeting. We didn't have a chance in pre-session to hear much about this one.
Yes, we had Petitioner Bill Baruth come in. Right now in our B1 district, a restaurant is a permitted use. The concept is for restaurants and theater. The theater concept requires a special use in the B1 district. So they're coming with a restaurant and theater concept. The zoning board of appeals voted unanimously to approve.
You can get,
You gotta spit that one out.
Can we adjust our motion before we go ahead? Because we want to make a motion to read and waive first reading, right?
Yes,
You wanna-
you should amend the motion if you choose to.
Yeah, do it.
Who made the you made the motion.
Yeah. Make that motion to waive first reading and
Approve
Approve
as, and I'll second.
okay.
Sorry. just one.
Now it's official.
And that's about it.
Okay. What is their timeframe? Do we have have they communicated that with us?
Yes, they're here. Would you like to come up and discuss their timeframe?
You missed the crowds. You came late. You missed all the crowds here.
Yeah, actually. we had
Thank goodness, too.
Almost SRO.
Yeah, there was standing room only before.
Bill Baruth and Keith Olson. We're targeting a September 1st opening date at this time.
Awesome.
provided.
Everything going pretty smoothly on our side for you so far, so good, or?
As far as our dealings with the city, absolutely. We've had some issues with the actual physical site
Yeah.
itself. During the demolition, we uncovered some things that have set us behind, but in the long run, it's benefited the actual design
Okay.
and purpose of the building, so we're in good shape.
And you're looking to start construction, how soon, you think?
We hope to break ground again in a few weeks, by the end of the month, hopefully.
Well, good
We'll
luck.
pray for a lot of rain and just melt this stuff away, all
We're
right?
gonna get it out of our way one way or another.
Heat lamp.
Heat lamps, exactly, heat lamps. We'll bring some over.
Well, welcome to Highwood again. Thank you. All right.
Thanks, guys.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Roll call, please.
Alderman Fetterman,
Yes.
Wahlberg,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Slavin,
Yes.
Fiore.
Yes.
Motion approved. You're all set. 12.4, consideration of a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with Passport Parking to provide citation management and collection systems. We did discuss this in pre-session. If I get a motion for this, please.
Could I just ask a question, because I did miss this in
Let me
pre-session?
just get a motion in a
So
second. Motion,
I'll make a
resolution?
motion.
We have one. Do you want a second?
I'll second.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Could you just give me a little clarification? on that?
No, but who made the motion?
Mike,
So moved.
Oh, I didn't.
Clarification for my purposes?
Sorry?
I
Yes.
wasn't here in pre-session, so I missed that, so I'd like
Sure.
you to give me a quick review.
We've struggled with collections a lot, especially on on the parking violation side of things. This is an agreement with a company who has an online platform to manage that, but also goes and does the collections process for us. So once someone doesn't pay for 30 days, the fine doubles, and they collect 50% of that fine and remit half of it to the city if they collect. There is a $2.50 fee for every parking ticket that we do provide through the system.
How much, any idea what we're owed right now in terms of?
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Let me ask you this question. I know
After our budget or our finance meeting, we can.
That's the police side. What are we doing, ambulance calls? Is that on some sort of collection agency or not yet?
That's on a different collection agency, so that goes through the Red Center agreement. There are other items that we're going to take a look at going to similar type programs, or also hiring a firm to collect some of our back owed payments, which is pretty significant.
Okay. Question answered?
Yeah, thank you.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Fiore,
Yes.
Betterman,
Yes.
Wahlberg,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Slavin.
Yes.
12.5, consideration of ordinance increasing the fine for violating non-payment of parking fees.
And as we're evaluating the system of collecting the parking fees, we also evaluated how much we are collecting for parking fees. It hasn't changed in quite some time. We had recommended $30. We have a listing of other communities and what their parking fees are at further down. In the committee of the whole, it was recommended to move that number to 25.
From where?
It's at 20 right now.
20, so, okay.
No one's at 30 around us.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Compared to Chicago.
So do we need to alter that, or is it with the understanding that it'll go from 30 to 25?
I think
Sorry about that.
it's in the ordinance, isn't it?
We're
I think we have to
lowering
come
the
back
ordinance
next
to
week, next time.
30's in the ordinance. Come back in 2 weeks?
No, you don't have to. You could amend it.
Okay.
You could amend it on the fly. Motion should be to approve to waive first reading and approve the ordinance with the change being,
From $30 to $25.
that should be your motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All right, no good.
It's like a whole ventriloquist.
Motion and a second. Roll call, please. Wait, sorry, give me the watch.
See what happens when you miss the first 10 minutes of the meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah, second.
It's all flying around.
Alderman Slavin,
Yes.
Fiore,
Yes.
Betterman,
Yes.
Wahlberg,
Yes.
Rice.
Yes.
All right. 12.6, consideration of an ordinance authorizing the disposal of surplus property owned by the city of Highwood. Need a motion to waive first reading and approve?
I'll make that motion.
To waive first reading?
To waive first reading.
To waive first reading and dispose of some trucks.
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Fallberg. What, about 5 trucks we're going to be selling either?
Get about 300 grand worth?
350.
You're lucky to get
Depends what's in
100.
those trucks.
That would buy 1 year and no.
Hey, year by year.
We're probably looking in the $40,000 range, so it's actually pretty significant.
Good.
That's good.
Do have I'm sorry, just bring it up again. The 2000 front loader, I don't remember what the model number is, that apparently doesn't see a lot of use, though it's in great condition. Do we really want to be selling a perfectly good used piece of gear? I understand it doesn't get used, but what is the upkeep on a piece of gear that we're not really using that much?
Well, right now, just in general, we have 4 employees and 18 pieces of equipment. If you're looking at how many oil changes you do in a year on 18 pieces of equipment, you're talking about once a week. And with 4 employees, I just think it's pretty inefficient.
Do we have other front loader type of things? Is this like a duplicate, or is this our only one, or?
We have an end loader that we do use. They did bring it to us maybe just to take a step back. So it has about 800 hours of use. That's about 6 months worth of use for a normal department. So over 15 years, you're 1/30th of what you would normally want to
So they don't use it.
equipment like this. It's something that you could pick up probably about $30,000 for right now if you did sell it for something that we don't find use for. So it's a valuable piece of equipment. I'd rather have the money.
And of the 2 pieces that are similar, the one we're selling is the worse of the 2 or the lesser of the 2?
Correct.
Least used, I think, is the
Least
way we.
used.
Well, least used versus capabilities. I mean, is it a duplicate machine? Because is the one we're selling a front end, has a rear thing to it? Is that correct?
Is that the front end, the one we're keeping, is that the one that's still held together by the wrench that you can move around and go up and down? I'm not being sarcastic. It's
yeah,
actually
no, I'm-
a wrench that makes you move out because it's stuck.
I could not get to that level of detail with you on it.
That'd be good.
Because and in general, I think we should move from 13 down further. I think we have a lot of pieces of equipment and the maintenance on these things, and as they're getting older and older, we're seeing these maintenance bills come up all the time. So I've in general just told Public Works that I want to talk about reducing our vehicles as opposed to increasing them. Are there opportunities to probably use it more? If we had more employees, probably. But right
Just
now,
saying,
they're
just because you own
less.
a bunch of tools and you don't use them all the time, doesn't mean you get rid of them just because they're not being used, especially if it only has 6 months worth of wear and tear on it.
I thought we got rid of the brand new one. Did we sell that yet?
We sold one large piece of equipment. It was before I got here, but I think we got right around $90,000 for it, so it must have been pretty new.
And do we end up buying the other equipment?
We
Or do
bought, it's coming in February, we have a truck coming in.
We have a truck coming at the end of this
Do we
month.
need that truck?
Oh, yeah.
It depends on how our budget talks go.
I think we should take a serious look at that, considering
We have already ordered it for delivery. I'm not sure that we can undo that, but
there's a lot of things you can
I
undo.
can find out.
Sorry, we can't pay for it. Oh, I really don't.
Maybe someone in the south or north will buy that. Okay.
They made it for plowing.
Not the 450. We already have that one.
But we have a 450 and we have another, I call them 1-tons from where we came before. So it's not a large vehicle, but it is a more heavy-duty vehicle that you will be able to use for plowing, and you'll still be able to get up most side streets, but it's not what you'd call like a 5-ton or a 9-ton, the real big guys that you use to do the bulk of your plowing.
I think, yeah.
Okay. I'm like over my head with these trucks. Are you okay with the motion in a second? Roll call, please. Nice questions, Matt.
Alderman Slavin,
I'm going to vote yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Okay.
Wahlberg,
Yes.
Fetterman.
Yes.
He
Fiore.
says yes.
Yes.
I say yes.
All right. 12-7. Consideration of a resolution rejecting all bids received for the 2015 water tower painting project.
That's a sad one.
I know. We didn't want to do it anyway, so now we can't do
There
it.
goes my whole Safe Ferris campaign.
You know, we really didn't want to do this anyway, but now we can't. Motion to reject, please.
That's true. It gave me.
I'll make a motion to reject the bids for the water tower project.
Thank you. You want a second one?
I'll second. You want to explain why?
Yeah. Scott, you get to do this one.
We went out to bid for our water tower project. The company that we contracted to put the bid documents together did not put in language that needed to be included in order to use the low-interest IEPA loans that we were using for the project. In doing this, we're looking at putting this project out 1 year. It also allows us to complete some other projects that really benefit our water system. So we're looking at a spring of 2016 water painting.
Do it again next year, right? We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Slavin,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Wahlberg,
Yes.
Fetterman,
Yes.
Fiore.
Yes.
Excellent. We have no executive session. It would be adjournment.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Fiore.
All in favor? We're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Pizza time. Don't talk.